morning, everyone. It is live with Mercy, Rita, and Tori.
Yes. Tori.
Yes.
That's my name.
I would like to say thank you to all of you who have supported Denny and me over this last month. We had a stellar month in May, so thank you very much for that. I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that we saw over the last month in particular that can help us make our closing dates. If you folks are thinking about doing an early closing date, please let us know as soon as you start thinking about it, rather than once you've already made the arrangements with everybody else. That way, that will give us enough time to prepare our file and then also to check in with your seller and buyer to make sure that we're able to sign them on time so that you can make that early closing date. The other thing that I've been seeing a lot of is late termites and surveys. And I know that we're trying to hit that sweet spot after the buyer has completed their J1 so that your seller doesn't end up getting charged if we're not going to close the transaction. But maybe as a reminder, maybe you might want to check at the beginning of the transaction with the vendor that you're going to use to see what their time frame is like so that you'll know whether you have enough time to make that after the buyer's completed their J1. And finally, something that I just started to see recently, which I really, really liked, was I started getting commission instructions from my agent at the beginning of the transaction. That was fantastic.
How fantastic!
That was fantastic.
It really was. That's usually the last thing that I end up chasing at the end of a transaction, and we want to make sure we get you guys paid out correctly at closing. So send it to me at the beginning of the transaction. I would love to see that. I will make sure it gets input first thing. Again, thank you so much, you guys. I hope you have a great month, and please don't hesitate to reach out to Denny or myself if there is anything you need.
And quick like a bunny, new to Fidelity and exclusive to Fidelity, we have our live look. So when you are taking a listing or when you have a listing, please order your prelims through us, because with live look off your cell phone and desktop, you can click on the live link and it will summarize everything on your preliminary title report, and you can cross-check that information on your listing agreement and on your contract. It will also color code in orange and red the items that need to be addressed in escrow or the items that may delay or affect your transaction. It's super cool, super convenient, and you're going to love it if you've not already checked that out.
And then just a few reminders, mark your calendars. June 11th, our offices are open. However, if you do go to the South KA Caravans, we will let you guys know the location for the meeting. They're having a sports camp, so the meeting will not be at Hope Chapel. And then June 21st, it is the HANA Caravan. It's a once-a-year event, so make sure you guys mark your calendars. Meeting will start at 7 a.m. at Colleen's Restaurant, and 7 to 7:30. And then we will leave promptly 7:30 and head out straight to the properties. More details on the properties.
And please be sure when we send out the email that you RSVP
yes,
as a courtesy for Fidelity. We're sponsoring breakfast, as well as the listing agents who are going to have food and refreshments.
And one last thing, on our apps, we uploaded the timeline, which now reflects the new contracts. So for those of you that do handle your own transactions, you can easily grab that from our website as well as our personal apps. Other than that, that's it. Thanks, and see ya.